Hi guys, this is Weekly Wax Melts number 44. Before I get started, I want to apologize ahead of time for several things. One, I am probably going to be swatting mosquitoes like crazy because I have my patio door open so my dogs can go in and out. And we have like an infestation, of mosquitoes this year. We had so much snow melt. And basically we went like from winter straight into summer. We had very little spring. So with all of the standing water and then extremely warm temperatures happening all at once, all of the mosquitoes hatched at once. And their eggs can lay dormant for a long time. So like I said, it's crazy mosquito season here right now. Not that we normally, I mean, we have mosquitoes year round obviously, but not like we've had them this year. There are actually businesses that like some businesses that take people on canoe trips down the river and that type of thing, who have actually turned customers away because they just don't want their trip to be miserable. So anyway, I also want to apologize if I'm sounding congested or sniffling or whatever. Apparently the allergies I had in my 20s, which disappeared when I hit my 40s, have now come back. And it is pollen season here. My car is covered with a green film. And I'm not itchy. My eyes aren't watering or anything like that, but my nose is a bit congested and my throat's a little bit sore. So I apologize for that. And for the condition of my fingernails, here comes one of those mosquitoes. I can hear it, but I can't see it. I will find him as soon as he bites me. Or she bites me. Only the females bite. Anyway, I also apologize for the conditions of my fingernails. I've been doing a lot of outside work when I can get outside without being carried away by those darn bugs. Using the circular saw and the sander and painting and staining and yeah, so my nails are pretty beat up. I also wanted to mention that Cheryl, the lovely Cheryl, sent me a small box of scent shots last week after I had done my review, and so I'm going to include a very short little cold review on those, and I think I'm going to start with those actually. And I believe there were 10 in the order. Sorry, there was one of those mosquitoes. I believe there were 10 scent shots in the order. I have 6 here, a 7th one, which will be included in the melt review, because I did melt one this week. But I didn't keep the invoice, unfortunately, and I threw everything into my scent shot box without thinking, and now I don't remember everything that she sent. I think a couple of them were actually ones that I've reviewed before. I've got this mosquito buzzing in my ear, and it's very distracting. Anyway, the ones that Cheryl had sent, very quick cold review. Texas Summer is a floral. It's a mix of a variety of different flowers, I believe. Now, some of which I'm sure I have not smelled, like bluebonnets, for instance. I don't think I've ever smelled a bluebonnet. I've traveled all over the United States. Texas is one of the few states I've not been in. This is nice. I am not a huge floral lover. I'm going to state that again, but I am finding that a lot of the fruitier type florals or the sweeter type florals are ones that I really enjoy. And right now, I am getting a sweetness out of this. Maybe honeysuckle? I'm not sure. But this is one I think I might actually like. We'll reserve judgment until I melt it, obviously, and I apologize for my dogs barking. The neighbor's dog apparently has decided to come over and visit and tease them outside of the fence. If you live in my neighborhood, you have to be a dog lover. Here we go again. Because everybody in my neighborhood has at least one. Most people have 2, and some of us have 3. So, Pucker Up also came from Cheryl. Now this, I believe, is a mixture of grapefruit and Fizzy Pop. Wonderful. Can't wait to try that one. A lot of the fizzy pop blends are ones that I really enjoy. I got Rose. This may have been the 3-cent shot. I don't remember because, as I mentioned, I think I mentioned, I did not keep the invoice, so I don't know. Rose normally isn't a scent that I particularly care for. I don't know. They never smell like real roses to me. You know, they always smell a little bit artificial, whether it be a rose-scented perfume or air freshener or whatever. And even real roses. I mean, I've got a lot of them planted, and they're not my favorite floral, but it will definitely be given a shot. Cozy Kitchen, I believe, is a mix of caramel apple and creme brulee, if I'm not mistaken. If I am mistaken, please correct me. I definitely smell apple and something very, very sweet and caramel-like. So I think I'm right in that description. That smells like it's going to be wonderful. Satsuma Punch. I've not tried regular Satsuma yet, but I believe Satsuma Punch is a mixture of the regular Satsuma, which to my knowledge is like an orange scent, and champagne pomegranate. Now this smells really, really good. Actually, to me, I do get that little bit of carbonation from the fizzy pop, but this smells to me like straight up ocean spray pink grapefruit juice, which is one of my favorite juices to drink, so I'm pretty darn sure I'm going to really like that one. And Seventh Heaven, I'm sorry, I don't remember what the combination in this one is. Definitely something chocolatey, and I'm pretty sure there's Elvis in here. I should have looked up the description before I started this review, but this smells delicious. I cannot wait to try this. It's so good. Oh, that banana in there is just makes you want to take a bite out of it. Okay, then on with what I melted this week. Hot Maple Latte. This is really, really good. I am not a person who generally cares for maple type flavoring. I like maple syrup, but as far as like maple scented or maple flavored candies and that type of thing, can't do it. But this is so good. It smells to me, when it went in the warmer, it smelled just like somebody was making pancakes for breakfast and had a big pot of coffee brewing. That was fantastic. I really, really liked that one. Koko Aloalo. This is one of those sweet, fruity, lovely, lovely florals that I do really like. I believe the floral in here is red hibiscus. Again, not something I'm familiar with, but this was delicious. It almost smelled like a floral candy, if there were such a thing, when it first went in the warmer. And then towards the end of its life, it started to smell like more like a perfume, but it was wonderful either way. And everything I melted this week, for the most part, was extremely strong. I don't want to say extremely strong, but I mean, they were strong and very long lasting. And I have had my doors open, obviously, like I mentioned I have today. My windows have been open, the fans have been going. So for me to still be able to smell half of a scent shot, because I haven't melted any more than I normally do, quantity-wise. I mean, you know, when I put them in the warmer, I didn't go from melting half a scent shot to a full scent shot. I'm still doing half a scent shot at a time. And even with the fans going and that type of thing, the throw was pretty strong and pretty long-lasting. Now, I don't know if that can be attributed to Victoria's new softer wax formula. Whatever it was, I'm loving the fact that I am able to melt with my fans and stuff on and don't have to worry about the throw. Anyway, Bora Bora was the one scent this week that I did not particularly care for. Now, I know there are a lot of people who really, really like this scent. As a matter of fact, I remember when it first came out, someone did a review, and I don't remember her name, I'm sorry. But when she reviewed this, She did almost like the Herbal Essences shampoo, climax scene in the shower. That's what this scent did for her. Doesn't do that for me at all. Quite the opposite, in fact. It is a sweet, fruity kind of floral, but it's too green for me. And the green that I get out of this smells just like a fresh tomato vine. If you've ever picked a tomato fresh off the vine, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It smelled like tomato vines and body odor, unfortunately, to me. Once it went in the warmer, that did kind of dissipate a little bit, and I did get a little bit more of the fruit out of it. But then as those notes started to burn off, it just went back to being not very pleasant for my nose. So that one will get passed along. I have a box started of scents that, might not be my favorites, but might work for somebody else. And I have 2 people in mind who I will name later, because right now I don't have the money, unfortunately, to pay for the shipping to send these out. But I have, there are 2 women who I am going to divide those up between. Luna Type, this is so freaking good, you guys. I can see why this has become such a customer favorite so fast. It is so, so good. I don't know how to describe it. It is kind of fruity. It is kind of floral. It's kind of clean. And to me, it smells so much like Johnson's Baby Bedtime Bath, or Johnson's Bedtime Baby Bath, whichever it is in the purple bottle. That's what Ashton uses on Emma. And she uses both the body wash and the lotion. Not that this smells like a baby. I mean, Emma is a baby, obviously. She's not 2 yet. It's so clean and fresh and so, so good. If you haven't tried this yet, this is one that I would, excuse me. All right. She decided to take off before she got smacked. This is one that I would melt throughout my whole house, and one that I don't think very many people would find offensive at all. This was wonderful, and obviously because it smells like Emma, I like it even that much more. The Bubbles Make Me Loopy is a creative scent that Pam Sampson came up with several years ago, and I have not tried it until now, and I'm kicking myself wondering why I haven't tried it until now. It does smell like Fruit Loops, but then you get, it's a combination of Fruit Loops and Fizzy Pop, and the fizziness from the Fizzy Pop makes this smell like this wonderful orange summer punch. But then you also get that little bit of almost bakery-like note from the cereal portion of this. It was just wonderful. Really fun and summery, in my opinion. I really like that one. Chocolate Sandalwood Spice. Now, this is the one that I did melt the full scent shot this week. I did quarter it and used a quarter in my kitchen, a quarter in my living room, a quarter in the master bedroom, and a quarter in the guest bedroom. And the reason I did that is because this is such a strangely weird combination of scents, but so freaking good. This one did come from Cheryl. I don't even know how to describe this to you, because you do get the chocolate, you get this wonderful combination of spices, which I'm not even entirely sure what they are. There's definitely cinnamon in here. And then you also get this little bit of woodsiness from the sandalwood. So in essence, this smells like a really sexy sandalwood cologne wearing man in your kitchen baking you a chocolate cake or a batch of brownies or something. It's wonderful. I loved that. So this is another one that I would definitely repurchase. A lot of these are. It's just very hard to describe that scent. And one of my favorites of the bunch this week, and another of Victoria's blends that I'm finding that I really, really like, are her cherry blends. Cherry Limeade, this is fantastic. Instantly, I do smell cherry, but it's not that medicinal cherry that so many of us are familiar with. You get this little pop of sourness from the lime. And once it went in the warmer, it took me about an hour to figure it out. There was something in there that reminded me of my childhood. I couldn't figure out what it was. And then eventually it hit me. I'm going to date myself again. In the 70s, there was a company called Big Bub's Daddy Bubblegum. And they were these long sticks of gum, probably about the size of my finger, that you got for like 10 cents. And they came in an assortment of flavors. Watermelon, I remember, was a big favorite. But there was also a cherry scented one. And when this went in the warmer, that's exactly what it smelled like to me. Even though, like I said, it took me a long time to figure out what it was. It smells like cherry Big Bub's Daddy Bubblegum. Try to say that real fast a few times. It's hard. You get the cherry, like I said, you get that little pop of sourness from the lime, but then you get almost this powdery coated sweetness like you would on a stick of bubble gum. Oh, so good. Definitely going on my favorites list. Definitely one I will be reordering. So, forgive me for all the interruptions, the stumbling around. It's been a crazy week. And it's been a crazy day. So, as always, you guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.